Welcome to the MindTalk podcast, where we delve into the roots of dis-ease growing deep in the subconscious mind. I am your host, Diane Vanas, with over 25 years in energy medicine. Today we will be listening to a belief decoding session, also known as BS elimination. I have a client that has agreed to have her work recorded. Hello, Abigail. So happy to work with you again. I see you have a goal or issue of the desire to have your house, space, life, and body organized, and the balance of energies to accomplish both mundane and your desires or goals. Sounds good. Let's see what we can come up with. So you have a basic tree. That just means all the layers of the mind, similar to a real tree that has roots and soil and a trunk and branches and leaves. Those are all the levels of the mind, and we'll be working with that today. So let's get started. Starting with the top, the leaves and the branches, we would call those negative programs. You have something in insight or the third eye chakra about recovery. And it's, I will never be whole. In other words, perhaps, as you might say, you'll never get yourself together. So, I will never be whole. Let's see if there's another negative program. This is in the solar plexus chakra or the power chakra, and it's about comparison. Other people are selfish. Maybe notably those who don't help you get organized or spend time with you to help you organize. And we have another negative program in the third eye chakra related to illness. I am not able to do things on my own or without help. Probably related to that organization that you want to accomplish. And there's another negative program in the throat chakra about awareness. I am unorganized and inefficient. So it's a real doozy of a belief system so far. Let's see as we drop into the subconscious mind, which are not quite as evident or as conscious as those in the leaves and the branches were. So the first limiting belief is in the throat chakra, related to ego. If I'm not perfect, I'm not loved. And we have another limiting belief in the solar plexus chakra, that's the power chakra, again related to comparison. I avoid people who are better than me. We have another limiting belief in the throat chakra. I don't understand why others feel hurt by me. So maybe that rings a bell with you, maybe not, because sometimes we don't realize why we might be hurting other people because we're just trying to get our own needs met. Anyway, let's drop down now to the unconscious mind, to the seed that started this whole tree, the faulty core belief. It's in the third eye chakra, related to pain. This pain is too much for me. And that might not be physical pain. it could be the pain of loss. So in the past, family members maybe that you lost or had strained relationships with, that would be unique to you as to what type of pain that you're experiencing. And then we also have a faulty core identity, which is really the soil, the fertile soil that this whole tree could grow in. But this was created between the ages of 0 and 7. This is a faulty core identity. So not really who you are, but what you absorbed, what you experienced, what other people said, etc., etc. And it's in insight, so the third eye chakra, and related to education. Maybe not necessarily like elementary school, but maybe just life, the school of life. Anyway, it's how can I unlearn what I've seen? So maybe things you saw that disorganized your sensitivities. That makes a lot of sense. So let's read it back from the bottom. How can I unlearn what I've seen? This pain is too much for me. I don't understand why others feel hurt by me. I avoid people who are better than me. If I'm not perfect, I'm not loved. I am unorganized and inefficient. I am not able to do things on my own or without help. Other people are selfish who don't help me organize. And I will never be whole. Okay, so we are ready to chop this. This is like a redwood. We're ready to chop it down. But first we have to find out some of the things that might be keeping it going, some emotions or imbalances, or things that this tree is creating in your life that we have to address first. So let's look at some emotions. There's a feeling or an emotion of nervousness from age 2 or 3 or 4, somewhere in there. Does it ring a bell? Maybe not. But your subconscious mind has stored everything that you have felt and experienced and seen and heard. And so somehow the emotion of nervousness got trapped at such a young age. So we've identified it, let's release that. It's a long time in coming to let that energy move right out of you. So releasing nervousness. And then we have the emotion of sadness from age 10. Sometimes we don't identify the ages, but other times we can. So this is very interesting. I don't know if that would ring a bell for you. Sometimes people remember maybe when something kind of traumatic happened in their life at a certain age. But then the next emotion to release is guilt. Now this is age 20. And so we're going to just let that go as well. There's no need to store all these negative emotions. They just take up space. They're like clutter in your body and in your energy system. And interestingly, we think 60,000 thoughts a day and we feel 80,000 emotions a day, all subconsciously, all things that are trapped in our bodies and minds. So we're just glad to have them come to the surface and ready to be released. We also have a feeling or an emotion of rejection. And this was at age 53. So I'm not sure if that rings a bell, but we're just going to release it and let it go. Okay, now we're actually having an herb come up as beneficial for you. It's corn silk. I think you can get that as a tea or maybe as an herb in a capsule. But I'm coming up with it's for your urinary system, and 1 to 2 cups a day, maybe for a week, or when needed. It's something good to have on hand. So that's interesting, isn't it? Something in your medicine cabinet that can be beneficial for you to have on hand for like a bladder infection or something. All right. We're going to now, since we've discovered all the associated imbalances, etc., we're going to release that belief system one by one. So maybe I'll just pause the recording here so we can do that, because that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 beliefs to release. So we'll just pause it here. All right. I am seeing that we need to replace some of those negative beliefs. That one, I am unorganized and inefficient, has to be replaced with something positive. It's, I am my own person, uniquely talented and blessed with abilities. Oh, that is really nice. Let's say that one again. Let's just install this positive statement. I am my own person, uniquely talented and blessed with abilities. And then we also want to release, this pain is too much for me. Replace it with a positive. So how about instead of this pain is too much for me, we put in the positive belief, life supports me. So let's install life supports me. Okay. I think we covered a lot of ground today. I really enjoyed working with you, Abigail. And maybe we can get together again in a couple weeks and see what else comes up. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.